Now, in what could be termed as one of the biggest political surprises in the history of Maharashtra politics, the BJP on Thursday announced that it will support the Shiv Sena leader Eknath Shinde as the new chief minister. Now, he took an oath in a simple ceremony at the Raj Bhavan, and tomorrow Shinde will arrive with his MLCs to prove his numbers. What we are learning, of course, is that the MLAs, of course, will arrive from Goa tomorrow when the floor test is conducted. In a surprise move last evening, we saw Eknath Shinde being sworn in as the chief minister, and thereafter Devendra Fadnavis being sworn in as the deputy chief minister. Alisha and Priyanka are both reporting on this. They join us live right now. Alisha, good morning. It was quite a surprise yesterday when we had Eknath Shinde take over as the chief minister and Devendra Fadnavis as his deputy. But give us a sense of when these Goa MLAs will now come, because this government will have to prove its majority on the floor of the House.
We know that yesterday when Eknath Shinde has sworn in as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra and Devendra Fadnavis as the Deputy Chief Minister, but right after that there was a letter that was given to Eknath Shinde asking him to prove the majority, and for which special session has been called in tomorrow in Vidhan Bhavan, asking to prove the majority, and also there would be the president for the Vidhan Sabha president that would be appointed. And what we know that today BJP is going to give a candidature, is going to file its nomination for the Vidhan Sabha leader, that is Legislative Assembly leader, for today in Vidhan Bhavan. So yes, it's a very important day today. Tomorrow it will be. And yes, while talking about the Shiv Sena MLAs who are in Goa right now, they'll be coming tomorrow. And because tomorrow at 11 a.m. where the sessions will start, so it is very important for the Eknath Shinde, who is now the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, to prove majority as asked by the governor.
All right, Priyanka, you are still at Goa, Priyanka. When are we expecting these MLAs to leave, and what happens next in terms of the day-to-day?
Before I talk about that, Nupur, let's also talk about what's happening inside right now, because last night we had seen Eknath Shinde, the new Chief Minister of Maharashtra, right after the swearing-in ceremony. He had come here to Goa and he had met with the MLAs as well. He had spent some time with them, spoken to them about the cabinet positions as well, spoken to them about the government formation, about the alliance with the BJP, and also he has spoken to them earlier. He had, before leaving from Mumbai, and Pramod Sawant as well had been inside, and there had been a very celebratory meeting as well. But after that, there had been discussions about the cabinet as well, is what we've been given to understand. And today we are being told, Kesarkar, in fact, yesterday, last night, had said that today all day the MLAs are going to be here, and Eknath Shinde is going to have a meeting with them as well. But we are not very sure about the timeline of this, because Eknath Shinde as of now is inside and he will be leaving by evening. We were also being told that maybe the MLAs will be taken with Eknath Shinde by tonight, by evening itself, or else in the morning, at least till the morning. Alisha, as was pointing out as well, by at least tomorrow morning they will have to be there in Mumbai as well. So that being said, we have seen, as you very rightly pointed out, a twist in the Maharashtra political history, where Eknath Shinde, before leaving yesterday from here, right in this resort behind me, he was in fact going to have a meeting with the BJP and deliberate over what really is going to be the alliance with the Eknath Shinde camp with the BJP. But he has returned a chief minister. He has returned a chief minister, and he has spoken to the MLAs. He has spoken to his loyalists who had been with him in Guwahati, who had been with him during the time that he had also been criticizing Uddhav Thackeray. He had been trying to fight for Shiv Sena, as he would tell the MLAs as well. So now, that being said, all of that is going to be taken into consideration when the cabinet positions, the portfolios, all of the discussion is being carried out, because now with Devendra Fadnavis as the Deputy Chief Minister, we can expect some kind of arithmetic with the BJP.
Absolutely.
As well. So that is something that we will have to wait and watch for today. But as of now, meetings with Eknath Shinde, with the loyalists, loyalists of Eknath Shinde going on right behind me.
Absolutely, and perhaps that arithmetic will, in a sense, give us a sense of how this new government will look like. I'm going to go across to Piyush Aarey, who's reporting from the Vidhan Bhavan now. Piyush, one of the first decisions that this new government has taken is, over the shed that was to be constructed at the Aarey colony. Now, that was something that was really close to the heart of Uddhav Thackeray. So it's been a bit of a surprise that that was the first decision taken.
Government was that it had stalled the infrastructure projects, and now the big challenge for this government to overcome now is to improve the infrastructure projects of Mumbai. The Mahavikas Aghadi government may not agree with this, but the BJP government along with the Shinde camp now will make sure that all the infrastructure projects which they felt was stalled in Mumbai and in Maharashtra will be again revamped. And Aarey project is one of the biggest projects which is going to be projects which is going to be installed. In fact, I would like to just tell you that the Aarey project was one of the biggest point of contention between Shiv Sena and BJP, and this was a major difference which had also resulted in resulting in acrimonious relationship between Shiv Sena and the Uddhav Thackeray camp and BJP. So all these things are going to be taken into consideration. Having said that, it is going to be very interesting, as I said, that now what relationship is NCP going to take. Yesterday, Sharad Pawar, who was tight-lipped on this entire matter, tweeted and said that even if Shiv Sena was facing the challenge, Uddhav Thackeray, if he goes to the public, will get votes. So yes, interesting point of developments. NCP now has also started lending his support to the government, and it will be very interesting to see that how this future course of action is going to take place. Back to you.
Absolutely. Alisha, if I could come back to you. Alisha, it's also going to be very interesting to watch out for how the Shiv Sena goes from here on now. There is, of course, Uddhav Thackeray, who still says that he has a large support base. But then we've also got, Eknath Shinde, another Shiv Sainik, who's now at the helm of the government.
Well, yes, what we have been told that it is something, the legal battle that is going to start again, because we know that Deepak Kesarkar clearly stated that when it comes to the majority, when they will go to the house, there is a whip that is going to issue by the Shinde camp, and the other 16 MLAs has to respect and give the vote on the our side. But now what we are seeing that is Uddhav Thackeray really will go against their own Shiv Sena, and who is the Chief Minister of Maharashtra now, because they were completely allegations against the Bharatiya Janata Party, clearly stating they have been doing for the sake of power, and this is a game plan of Devendra Fadnavis, who wanted to be the Chief Minister. But what we saw that yesterday, when Devendra Fadnavis itself announced that Eknath Shinde will be the Chief Minister, something a master stroke been called of the BJP. So now what will be the action is just to be see, because here at some certain Shiv Sena has been looking into the matter, and they've been thinking about what can be done next. Because at one side where Eknath Shinde is the Chief Minister and still Shiv Sena, and they are going to prove its majority tomorrow in the session that has been called by the governor. When on the other hand, the question rises, what's next for Uddhav Thackeray? Will you also take a step down as a Shiv Sena chief as well? This is a really question, and that is something will be taken, that will be decided. We really have to wait and watch what can be the next step for Uddhav Thackeray. But yes, when it comes to the majority and when it comes to the sessions tomorrow, the two things will be very important. At one hand, the special session that has been called by governor, where the Eknath Shinde, who is the Chief Minister, has to prove his majority. On the other hand, Vidhan Sabha President to be appointed, and BJP will file its nomination for the candidate of Legislative Assembly today.
Absolutely. As you're pointing out, Alisha, it will be extremely interesting to watch out for how that floor test really goes, because one would expect both sides of the Shiv Sena to issue whips and then ask their own MLAs to vote either for or against the government. Thank you very much. All right, Alisha, Piyush and Priyanka continue to be with us. They are bringing us the latest on this. I think we've got Shivangi also joining us, and she's outside Matoshri. Now, Shivangi, good morning. It's been quite a evening yesterday. Everything seems to be changed this morning, and you've got another Shiv Sainik at the helm of this government. How do you see it panning out? And we haven't really heard much from Uddhav Thackeray, except for that tweet where he congratulated the Chief Minister and his deputy.
Right. Nupur, what's very interesting to note is that, like you said yesterday, very surprise move there of Eknath Shinde becoming the CM, because what we believed for so long was that Devendra Fadnavis would take that role. But then again, you know, this is something which was not expected, but a very, very big surprise, which kind of also shows that what BJP has been saying, that they want to keep supporting, the Eknath Shinde camp, but when he became the deputy CM, then again, that was a big surprise, because he had taken a junior role compared to the post he had held earlier, that is of a CM, and he has become the 5th CM who has taken a junior role when we look back at history of politics. Now, when we talk about what happened yesterday, there were a couple of big meetings which had taken place here at Matoshri, where we could get a clue about what to expect next. Nana Patole, speaking to Republic TV while we were here at Matoshri, said that they are looking at a strategy right now about how to take things forward. They're looking at a strategy that in case they have to sit in the opposition, how will that happen? How will things pan out from here, from the Uddhav Thackeray camp? And they also said that we also wait for the leader of opposition to be, of course, announced. After that is done, they will also look ahead at the plan. So that was a key message that we had got, and a very, very big lead as to what the Uddhav Thackeray camp is right now thinking. It was very interesting to see a lot of Congress leaders here. Nana Patole, Prithviraj Chavan was also here. So this was the details we have been picking up. Right now, if we believe and things go as things have been happening for the past few days, maybe there could be one more huddle today. We'll be tracking all those developments from Matoshri.
All right. I'm going just quickly go back across to Priyanka in Goa right now. All right, I don't think we've got Priyanka, but Piyush, if I could come to you on this one now. Piyush, it's going to be very interesting to watch out in terms of who gets what ministries, because the BJP does have the bigger share in terms of just sheer seats. It's at 106. The Shiv Sena still has fewer seats, and in that sense, do you perhaps expect that once the division of ministries takes place, the BJP will get a chunk and the chunk of those?
Well, definitely, it is going to be very interesting to see that what ministries are going to be given to whom. In fact, yesterday, for a long time, we even did not know that will BJP be a part of government. Devendra Fadnavis in his press conference did say that he will be supporting Eknath Shinde from outside. And after that, the BJP president JP Nadda in his press conference said that he did want Devendra Fadnavis to be a part of government, following which Devendra Fadnavis was made the deputy chief minister. So it is going to be very interesting to see that, what ministries are going to be given to whom, which minister, and what is going to be the division between the Shiv Sena rebel camp led by Eknath Shinde and BJP. Now, it is going to be, it is a feeling over here that the BJP is playing a master stroke, because they want to decimate the opposition and they want to weaken Shiv Sena under Uddhav Thackeray camp further. So they are, trying to elevate, and they are trying to give more fillip to Eknath Shinde camp. So very interesting that, how BJP will, have a consultation with ministries of Eknath Shinde camp, and what is going to be the allocation. Back to you.
All right. Piyush, Alisha, Priyanka, as well as Shivangi, who've been reporting on this, to stay with us. We're going to come back to you because it's going to be an extremely interesting day to watch out for. Of course, tomorrow's the floor test, and we'll perhaps see what, in terms of